Victor, my fellow judges, sponsors, and you guys who want to be entrepreneurs. Good afternoon, all of you. Now, so you want to be entrepreneurs, yeah? Yes. Good. Some of you are still studying. Some of you have just started. Some of you are on the way. But entrepreneurship never ends. Tiap-tiap hari ada problem. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it's an endless journey. The journey will start the day you want to do it. It will never stop, even as old as I am. Every day or every morning brings new challenges. One young man just now, I can't remember his name, was very clever. He came and asked me about a problem that EcoWorld is facing right now in the land purchase. Very smart young man, good. For information, every day is a problem. In Airlines, you must be able to take it, then you become an entrepreneur. Now, what do you think is an entrepreneur? How would you define an entrepreneur? You born to be an entrepreneur? Or you became an entrepreneur? Okay, let's vote. How many of you think entrepreneurship is born? You're a baby, you know you're an entrepreneur already. Raise your hand. How do you think entrepreneurship is made? Over years. Good. Those who are born entrepreneurs have a higher rate of failure. Those who are entrepreneurs who are made has a higher chance of success. Why? Because if you are born, you're full of skills like a footballer, you're too cocky, you're going to fail. But if you, because of circumstances, you cannot get a job, you need to survive, you love entrepreneurship, you went through hell to raise the money, to learn the products, to learn what to do, to become an entrepreneur, those kind of entrepreneurs over a long period of time will succeed. Don't despair if you come from a poor family. Don't despair if you are not rich, but this will drive you. But however, if you come from a rich family, rich background, you would have a better chance of survival against those who are poorer. But remember this, entrepreneurship is a level playing field. It doesn't recognize your birthright, what color of skin, what religion. It's you, at the end of the day, you succeed or you fail. The person who succeeds is the person who doesn't give up. But don't be so stupid until you collapse. Some of you are most of you are very young, very, very young. You start a business, you may fail. Chances are you will fail. But it doesn't matter. You pick it up, you start again and again and again until you find something that you really like, that you really love, and yet it makes you a lot of money. It's ideal if something that you love turn into from a hobby, turn into businesses, and you make money. That's ideal. But life is not about ideal. Nothing in the world is ideal one. You may be an expert in things that you hate. Too bad. You must know what you want. If your objective is to be a social enterprise, like Lhasa Villa BG, fine, go and serve the world. Go and do it. But if your objective is to make money, then things are in a different category. But one thing you must always do, yeah, from very, very young or very, very early in your career, you must decide what kind of person you are, what kind of company you want to create. Are you going to be a crook? Are you going to cheat around to go up? You must decide from very, very early age. Because this will bear a big thing on your brand. You don't think things you do when you're 18 years old, people cannot remember, yeah? On the day you start your businesses, you must decide for yourself what kind of person you're going to be. A straight, honest, decent guy, whatever, or what? You must decide from very, very early. There are a lot of businesses who climb up through means that is not acceptable, but they succeed. So you must decide. Persons who are successful around the world, there are all kinds of people. There are tyrants, there are crooks, there are good people, there are bad people, all kinds of people. You must decide what is the definition of success that you are looking for? Is it wealth, social status, social enterprises, saving the world? It doesn't matter, but you must decide what you want. I can't tell you that. It's up to you to decide what you want in your life. If money is your criteria for life, by all means, seek wealth. If your criteria in life is to help people, by all means, go and help people. Those is also a very successful person too. You must decide what you want to be. If you want to be well known around the world, please go and do it. So this competition is for people, companies who are less than 3 years old. For those who are not in the top 20, don't despair. Come back next year. I think as long as your business is less than 3 years old, you have not won any money from Alliance Bank, you can come back. So learn from the mistakes of what you've done, you submit. Even those 20 finalists, I may be wrong here, as long as you don't win any money, you can come back next year. Judging. When we judge you, it's very subjective. I keep on telling all of you, my fellow judges, that the so-called winners that we picked, Christy Ng in the first year, and BBGG last year, and maybe this year, among the 20 of you, we may pick the wrong person, we may pick the wrong person. The real person is one guy that they even look at it properly. Because you are only a 3-year-old company. Some of you are very, very good. But because at the point of time when you present to us, you're either nervous, don't articulate your issues properly, or simply your business model is not tested. That's why. So if you're not selected for the last 20, or you didn't win anything, please come back. Because some of you, during the presentation, I asked you, if you don't make it, come back next year. Because some of you have a very good business model. You make sure that your business model works. Some of you are very idealistic. Fine, prove us wrong. We may kick you out, but you can always prove us wrong. So all the judges are mindful of these factors. That what we judge today, we may be wrong. It's not football. It's not basketball. Football, you can be the best team in the world. You don't score, you don't win. Right? Whereas this kind of awards, like a lot of other things, is subjective. We need to tick the boxes for you. But going forward now, the 20 of you who have been selected, there will be a lot of series of processes which they will teach you how to write a bank report, do cash flow, and so on. Very, very good. But my advice is learn, but do not let this thing dampen you. Because a lot of you do things, it's way not. You are entrepreneurs. You don't do things normally. So the video will tell you, the coaches will tell you, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this. Learn, but not 100%, okay? You pick what you need to refine your businesses, and then you move on. But one thing for sure, young entrepreneurs, do not break the law. You go very near to it, but don't break it. Okay? Because you have to maneuver around it. Go as near as you can without breaking it. Okay? That's how you call push the limit. Push the limit, alright? If you think you are a person who followed all the rules and regulations, A to Z, you are not an entrepreneur. In school, right? All those persons who are every day do homework one, every day attend classes one. Where are your friends now? The naughty ones are the ones that are doing well today. Because they dare to break, not to break, they got to go near. These are the people. That's called spirit of entrepreneurship. Alright? However, it doesn't matter. If you are a square block, it doesn't matter. Over time, you can change one. Why? Because things happen in your career. You may be laid off. There may be no position in your bank or whatever for you. That's when you want to succeed, you want to prove. And based on what you know about the market, you start things on your own. So entrepreneurship is very, very challenging. Very, very challenging. Alliance Bank is doing a great job by having this entrepreneurship program. Poor me must come out with money to support this fund this program for you all. Doesn't matter. I enjoy it. I enjoy it because a bit of money that come out from me, I can see, 40 entrepreneurs go through me, but eventually there will be only 1 or 2 or 3 winners, right? It's interesting. You know why it's interesting for me? When I sit down, I look at you all, wow. It reminds me when I was 30 years old. I started my entrepreneurship journey when I was 30 years old. Not so lucky, 23, 24 years I started already. At 30 years old, I was working in a bank, in an investment bank, doing so badly. So one day my boss tells me, Liu Kee-sin, how can you be a banker? Never follows the regulation one. So I say, okay, my GM at the point of time is a lady. Lady bosses are the worst, sorry. Especially bankers some more. Sorry. My lady boss one day picked a ball and just threw at me. I asked her, Mrs. Tan, what did I do wrong? Find out for yourself. Why so stupid one? So that's how I felt so stupid by her anyway. But however, life is a full of cycle. That Mrs. Tan's husband today is one of my best friends. Life goes one full cycle. But she never admit that she ever threw a foul on me now. That's life. So at 21 years old, at 30 years old, I was a banker, remember this. Then I worked for a small development company doing GM for banking. Go banking, banking state come out, that's what I do. Anyway. So I was not doing well, so I wanted to do businesses. So a lot of you tell me, sorry, I started with 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. Fine, don't be shy. There was one lady very lucky, Papa, Mama gave 700,000, very lucky. But it doesn't matter. I started off with 50,000 ringgit. I built a $9 billion empire in SPCK. But I was very, very lucky. I was very, very lucky because I was a banker, so banking quite good. So one thing I learned from banks, when you go for your training, how to bullshit the bank to give you money. Is Victor here? So when the first thing you do is, remember this, you need support from the banks to give you lines. Credit lines. You cannot keep on pumping money no matter how clever you are. With 50,000, I borrowed 54 million. With no experience in development. But that's a long time ago. Long time ago. Now, no way the bank wants security, this, that, ask a 5-finger, 10-finger, so on and so forth. But those days, because of clever restructuring, that's why investment banker very clever. So what you learn in your previous career is definitely a big help. Whatever you learn, it doesn't matter. With 54 million, we have a project, we grew and we grew and we grew, we went public, and so on and so forth. And then you think that I'm on my way to wealth and greatness. Correct? Then I got hostile takeover of my company. After 18 years working, building a company, some very rich and powerful institution says, I don't want you anymore. We do a hostile takeover. Fine, pay me. So fair, cash out. Took the money. So I called all my children, hey kids, finally you're rich. Real money, no more paper money only. Because when you work as an entrepreneur, what you do? Whatever cash you got goes back in again. Am I right now? You buy more stocks, you buy more land, you buy whatever you do. So it goes on and on and on and on. Hey, you sold, you got money. So my friends tells me, Liu Kee-sin, you won't stay still. No, I don't retire. I did not retire. So EcoWorld Berhad is only today it's only a 3-year-old company. We started September 22nd, 2012. It's only a 3-year-old company. If it's a small company, I would definitely contest Alliance Bank Young Entrepreneur. I'm not young anymore. In 3 years, the last 3 years of EcoWorld Development Berhad is no longer about me. You'll be surprised, Of course, all of you give me all the praises just now. Thank you very much. I'm telling you now, the last 3 years of my career is no longer about me. It's about my team, my people, the younger generation. Some of you, like BGBG, have met my team. These are the one that's driving EcoWorld today, no longer me. I am just doing what I'm doing now, talking and talking and talking and talking, mentoring, training. The business part of EcoWorld Development Group for Hub today is my team. I'm very blessed from a very, very young, the day I started. When I first started my journey to be entrepreneurship, all I wanted to do was cari makan. Because I'm not a developer. But happened to form a piece of land, happened to bank lending money, so let's go and do businesses. I asked Datuk Woon Tin Yao, who's still with me today. Datuk asked me, what are you going to do? I told him, try lor. As long as don't go bankrupt, never mind. Yeah, so simple as that, Ani. So sometimes when we ask you questions, you cannot answer us. Doesn't matter. Speak the truth. We don't expect you to know everything. As a judge, I don't expect you to know everything. I don't expect. You don't mean you don't know. You answer to me, you're uncertain. That's it. But of course, you can express your opinion. At that age, you started with. So, Woon asked, Woon, the reason why I picked Datuk Woon, now Datuk Woon Tin Yao, is because he's an engineer. Development in engineering, or how to build a house, how to do piling, and so on and so forth, how to break a plan. I didn't know how to talk to him. But I'm the best salesman. Yeah? I can sell houses like nobody else can sell. Even today, I can sell houses. Right? So together we built the company. So don't be so shy to say that you are a lot of things. You tell me you know everything. You're bullshitting yourself. You're bullshitting yourself. So entrepreneurship is all about facing your day-to-day challenges, how you resolve them, how calm you are. How calm you are. No matter what fire burning, you're very calm. But inside it's burning, you don't know only. But you must stay calm, smile. That's part and parcel of your entrepreneurship. One great thing that as you grow, even now I can see it in some of you already. Some of you have one element which I like is you are in the middle of building a strong team. At the end of the day, how smart, how clever you are, if you want to scale, because part of the thing we ask you is about scalability, right? Is your team. If you think that you are Superman, you're going to fail in your entrepreneurship. No man is Superman. Be the best coach. Be the best football manager. Why? Alex Ferguson, what does he do? Manage different players with the biggest ego you can think of. Same thing. That's managing business. You may have the idea, you may have the dream, but you must make sure every one of the holes that you think of is plugged. A good finance guy, a good marketing guy, a good design guy, a good IT guy. You must plug the hole and make sure this team hold it together. Because you want to be an entrepreneur, you hold this team together. And these people are the ones going to make you rich. You think you can just, in the old days, some tauques, I got money. You don't like it, I kick you out, I bring somebody in. Fine, it may work before, or not today. Today, a lot of young people with a lot of ideas, women and men included. So what you should do is nurture. Pick the people that can fit into your system. Of course, you as the owner, you as the boss, got your own ego, your own style, and so forth. So you have to pick people that can complement you. Complement you. Make sure that everything I don't know about construction or development, and so forth, I got a team. I make sure, because I know businesses, I know general businesses, but I don't know construction or development. I make sure I have a lot of engineers behind me, because we are in this engineering businesses. Same thing all of you. I know lots about IT. I make sure I have a very strong IT team. I ask questions, even today. How do we look forward? How do I see EcoWorld in 10 years from now? Where will EcoWorld be in 10 years from now? What are we going to do? We're young developers coming out. And EcoWorld today not only operates in Malaysia, we're operating also in London and also in Sydney. We're competing against the world. How do we do it? So we came up with a new idea, example, okay? In London is the most competitive development business. London, New York, big Hong Kong. These big cities, very competitive. Anything you can think of is already down there. Your clothing line, your Kazana, your Benkel, other. In London, your Nature Snack, everything is there already. In London, New York, everywhere. Everything is there. It's so competitive. Cafes every corner. Food snack every little corner you can think of. If you survive in London, you survive everywhere. Like we are a developer. Every day, launches. But no developer has done this. Feng Shui talk. So we ask, do we help to give Feng Shui talk on development? It works. Because who are the buyers in London today? Asians, Chinese, Hongkies, Malaysians, Singaporeans. So the same thing, but you think and think. I thought Jacob's very brother is here. No, I don't remember the joke about that today. So end of the day is nothing is for certain. You got to think about your market, how to sell it, what are the ways and means that you want to do it. Last year we got one fashion company who came in, I think third, third company. They're doing this two-tone design where we keep asked the question. We love the couple who's doing it. They are our favorite in terms of couple, not there 4 of you or 5 of you. Huh? They are a very nice couple. We wanted to help them so much. So we keep asking them the same question again and again and again. They didn't answer us properly. So later on, when they lost, they asked us. So I asked her a question. Well, why didn't you answer me properly? She says, I thought it was a trick question. There's no trick questions. Huh? When we're asking, there's no trick questions. There's no right and there's no wrong one. We just sit down and listen to you. That's all only. When you come and talk to us, the 20 all of you, just be honest and be decent. Even if you lose, doesn't matter. Come back next year. Oh, you'll be surprised. I can tell Victor and Malik and Roshan that these people can make us take their shoes. Because we could be so wrong in not spotting you all. It's very difficult to judge because this is only a 3-year-old company, you know. And some of you got ego, yeah? The way you talk, you know your ego already. Now, one thing is similar between young entrepreneurs like you all and old hacks like me, ego is what to say. I also judged in the World Entrepreneur event in Monte Carlo. This is under Ernst & Young. This is once a year in Monte Carlo, the first week. Every country send one, what we call one entrepreneur. We call it the master developer. This year from Malaysia was Silver Lake. Silver Lake, the guy that does the IT business, Silver Lake. Last year was, Tan Sri Ngao of Dialogue. So every country, EY will pick one entrepreneur, the champion of all the champions of the country, they send. So judges, again, 7 judges like us. So we sit, that one goes to Alliance Bank. 4 days, 4 nights we judge. Because it has to finish within 1 day. And when these entrepreneurs come, they are all billionaires. Huh? Not like you all are, still starting. Yeah? These are all billionaires. You can see the ego in all of them. Look at the judges and see because it's not important. Judges, for information, for us to select the winner, it has to be unanimous vote. Don't, Tan Sri, how are you? Tan Sri, how are you? That doesn't work. Yeah? Every judge is important. Every judge plays a part in analyzing your character, your persons, and so forth. Back to Monte Carlo. So all these egoistic billionaires that come, they are the big shots of the world, you know. Your Angry Bird fellow, your LinkedIn fellow, all this, they come. They want to win. There's one chap, one young fellow. He's Maximilian the 14, name, Maximilian 14. 14. He's the 14th generation of the wine glasses, wider glasses. Wine glasses? 14th generation. He comes in, he says, I am different from my forefathers. I am a Harvard MBA graduate. I'm here to win. All of us old men out there, Sudala you. These are all old men. Old men and ladies, of course. Yeah? You young men, 25 years old, tell us, you inherited the business from your forefathers 14 generations ago. Different. Then we got a guy from no camera, Leica camera? The owner of Leica camera, alright? But the owner of Leica camera is a hell of an entrepreneur, but he bought the businesses. He was a big fund equity partner. He bought the business. So he's not the true entrepreneur that built the business. We are looking for people, the real entrepreneur who built the businesses. So even Leica was a very good businesses, doing very well, the Leica cameras. But the person who owns it today, who came to the competition, was not the guy who built the businesses. He was the guy, the venture capitalist, who took over the company. We have this lady from Canada, one of the richest company in Canada, doing automotive engineering. She spoke so well. Lady, she blew us all away with the presentation. But when she walked up, so all look at her, that was CEO, not entrepreneur. Now, do you know the difference between a CEO and entrepreneur? Think about it. What is a CEO? What's an entrepreneur? So are you a CEO or are you an entrepreneur? Think about it. This lady was perfect. Her presentation skills was perfect. What she says, not one word is wrong. The way she presents, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. But she couldn't win because she's a CEO. Entrepreneurship is a person, man and lady, who goes through this journey, journey of building, journey of suffering, torture in your mind, of anguish, success, failure, building it against all costs. That's an entrepreneur. This year's EY winner, of all places, he's a French guy, but Syrian origin. His business is very simple name, scaffolding. You know what scaffolding is not? Building those, climbing up scaffolding. But his scaffolding is only for nuclear plants only. Nuclear plants, for ships, not for those construction activities. He makes normal 200 million euros a year, 200 million euros a year, yeah? A lot of money. But Syrian origin, his name is, what's his name? Mohammed Al-Fayed. Mohammed. The story of this guy is that he was born through an incest relationship. His father, when he was born, wanted to kill him. He was left to die in the desert. By grace of God, whatever, he was able to be adopted by a school, mission school, sent to France to get an education. From France, his adopted country, he grew. He grew and he grew and he grew and he grew. There's a book about him. There's a movie about him. The book is called Badawi. The movie is called Badawi. It's an Arabic book, an Arabic movie. So when he came, he's I think slightly older than I am. See, when we sit down there, we look at all the financial. He makes much money, he's got businesses. But he never talk about his ego. He talk about his life. What does his life mean? What does entrepreneurship mean to him? How does it bring entrepreneurship to the people he want to save? Right now in Syria, what's happening in Syria? That's entrepreneurship. When he walked out, all they just says, "Are you going to cry, man? The desert walk there." I'm going out front. There's an entrepreneur I met. I'm giving you all examples so that you all know entrepreneurship is an endless struggle. There's one. His name is Benny Lander. You know Benny Lander? A Jewish guy from Israel. The guy who has 800 patents under his name. 800 patents under his name. Everything you think of, including shampoo, he has a share. Nanotechnology, he's the guy who invented and patented this technology. This guy, his name is Benny Lander. But he's so successful. But this guy is a scientist, not an entrepreneur. Because he designed, he built, he patented something, he sells, and he moves on. He moves on, he moves on, and he moves on, he moves on. But in this competition, we are looking for genuine entrepreneurs. We're not looking for people who come out with money and sit down and do nothing. If that kind of person, you will not win. Huh? If you just because you got a bit of money, you come in, put the money there, and you expect to win this competition, you will not going to win. We are looking out for people who are genuine entrepreneurs. People who are prepared to take the rough and tough journey of making a difference in your own life, and hopefully, when you become successful, make a difference in other people's life. We're going to push you. The first round, we are very nice to all of you, right? Very polite to all of you, right? The next round, or subsequent round, won't be so polite. As you go to the last 3 or last 5, it will be polite. We're going to push you. We're going to ask you things that you may not want to answer. So we're just testing you. So be prepared. Be prepared. We're going to see your character, what kind of person you are. What kind of person you are. And the last 2 years, for example, at the end of the program, when we announced the winner, there was a lot of unhappiness among the participants. I should have won. I should have won. Luckily, we didn't give to those persons. Because entrepreneurship is, the ego is to succeed in a business. That is more important than, if you want to win an all-cost kind of person, you may not be the person that they're looking for. But don't worry, for those with a big ego, it's the same at the world stage. We have, last 2 years when I was a judge in Monte Carlo, same thing, when I announced the winner, lot of sour grapes, man. Lot of sour grapes. There's one guy from Brazil, the biggest coffee maker in the world. Biggest coffee maker in the world. Coffee making and cattle ranching. He was so upset. I need to go and talk to him to calm him down. Oh, issues. Very big ego was involved. One big guy from China, so big from China. So normally when you announce a winner, right, all of us basically stand up and clap hands, isn't it? That right? The guy from China sat down and did that. But he's so big. He's a multi-billionaire. He gave away millions. He expected to be a winner. But judges have a difficult job. What I'm telling you, this is a subjective matter. We're looking at people not only in terms of your business model, your scalability of your plans, what can you do, what we think you can do, what we think you can contribute to society in the longer term, and what are you as a person. Key to this. So if any one of you, the 20 of you, if you don't win, the final one, don't be angry, come back next year. And then, if you don't win, very simple only. You want to punish us, make us eat your shoes. In your case, eat your sandals, whatever. Okay? Because you going to show us that we were so wrong in misjudging you. Entrepreneurship is about yourself. It's not about the charges. I really wish all of you all the success you can. Be an entrepreneur. But remember this. Be a good and honest entrepreneur. Don't break the law. Go near only. But make sure you're flexible enough to turn around. Every day, hari problem. I'm going to be running you. If you think entrepreneurship is a smooth thing, never. It's always, there are good days, there are bad days. But as long as you achieve your objective. But remember this, entrepreneurship is also, when you become successful, remember you must always assist society. This is why we get BGBG, we got last year, BGBG. No, the money part was not so important. It's more what they want to do. That's important. So we look at all kinds of factors. So whatever business you are in, go forward, prove us wrong or right, and all the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Percy.